The first products we're going to take a look at today are in the category of wood-covered notebooks. I love these products because people know exactly what they are, they're easy to make, and they're actually really versatile. I'm going to show you 3 examples from 3 different Etsy sellers and break down the slight differences in presentation and marketing that allow multiple shops to sell such similar items, including you if you want to jump into this product category. Starting off, we're looking at the wood notebook selection from a shop called Here After LA. If you're just getting started on Etsy and looking for like a role model Etsy shop to aspire to, check this one out. Extremely well done all around. I ran their shop through the Allura Shop Analyzer tool to get a better idea of what their top selling wood notebook is, so we can focus there. Looking at their best-selling products chart, the Ranunculus Wood Journal comes in at number 5 for all-time sales and number 3 for monthly sales. Quick side note on these Etsy analysis tools like Allura or Everbee, the revenue numbers aren't really accurate at all. They don't have access to the actual shop sales, so it's making estimations based on the data it can scrape. However, it can be useful to give a snapshot overview of what's going on in a particular Etsy shop. Okay, so let's break this down. This is the Ranunculus journal. Not gonna lie, I had to Google that word, which I learned refers to the engraved flower design on the cover. These are selling for $29 each, have many positive reviews, and currently an Etsy pick, which means this product was picked and promoted by Etsy style and trend editors. The size is 5¼ by 7¼ so actually pretty small overall. I can't tell what kind of wood that is, but it looks to be maybe about 1/4 inch thick. What I love about this style design is the combination of the engraving and the select cut-through areas that mask the accent page behind it, giving the illusion of the green leaves of the flower in this case. I'll do a quick example for anyone interested in how this process works. I don't have a graphic in mind, so I used Midjourney AI to generate one for me. This was my prompt. I downloaded the version I liked the most and ran it through vectorizer.ai to vectorize the image so I can edit it further. Opening this file in Adobe Illustrator, I select the area that I want to cut out and change the stroke to a different color. I save it, import it into Lightburn, and set the black areas as a fill layer for engraving and the red stroke to line for cutting. I'm going to get this set up and I'll show you what it looks like after it finishes running. Inside you have blank unlined paper and the back cover is leatherette. If you aren't familiar with leatherette, it's a fake leather replacement which is more consistent and affordable than using real leather. However, you have to make sure to buy laser-safe leatherette, otherwise you're probably vaporizing PVC and that's toxic for you and also really bad for your laser. Here's another example from the shop Cades and Birch. Looks nearly identical to the previous notebook except for some different graphic choices. This one is priced at $31 without a personalization and $35 with personalization. I would probably charge a little bit more than that personally, just $4 for that extra setup work. This shop also allows you to choose what kind of wood you want, whether it be alder, bamboo, or birch. Given those options, we can safely say these are made from veneer plywood. Also has several 5-star reviews from happy customers. If you wanted to make products like this, outside of your laser, it looks like you would need some kind of binding machine to punch those holes in the paper and set the binding. An upfront expense for sure, but hey, this is business. You're gonna have to invest some money to make money. I mentioned in the beginning that this style product is versatile, and here's what I mean by that. Following the same concept of a wood cover and paper interior, let's check out these offerings by the shop Chasing Shade. Instead of offering a stock design like mountains or a floral pattern that might only appeal to certain customers, Chasing Shade offers full customization. You can see from the example photos here, this product can be interpreted as anything ranging from a recipe book all the way to a piece for the corporate boardroom. Checking out the stats, you can see this personalized wood notebook product is the shop's 2nd bestseller in all-time sales. It's tagged as an Etsy bestseller and has tons of 5-star reviews from their customers. I also really like this shop because it disproves the narrative that you have to have a lot of product listings to get any sales on Etsy. All you have to have is products that people want to buy. So if you were interested in making something like this, what would you need? As far as lasers go, you could do these on either a diode or a CO2 laser pretty easily. For the wood material, I would try to find some nice laser plywood like this stuff from Johnson Plastics. Comes in several different types and sizes. There are probably better places to look for wholesale plywood, but this is just an easy starting point. These notebook designs are so common you can pick up an SVG template file on Etsy to get you started. They even sell complete blanks on Amazon, although not the greatest quality. This is another one of those products where I think picking a specific niche to serve and dominate would be a great option. Standard journals are nice, but that recipe book angle really piques my interest. Do an entire line of designs and target keywords like gifts for home chefs or something like that. All done, and this is what it would look like with the accent page behind it after cutting. You can make some truly unique pieces using this method. The next products we're going to take a look at are in the category of wood picture frame. If you've watched any of my previous Etsy videos, you might remember how much I love the memorial/memories niche. These products are sentimental, they're always in season, and they often go for a slightly higher price than, say, some drink coasters. Both of the example products we're going to look at today are from the same shop and are essentially the same design, just marketed differently. First up, this Forever in Our Hearts memorial frame design from Hereafter LA. Yes, the shop we just talked about a couple minutes ago. This product is selling for a base price of $54 and currently an Etsy pick. The Etsy trend editors apparently love this shop. So why did this product catch my eye? Well, because as I was scrolling through the endless Etsy search results for photo displays or wood frames, nearly everything was a traditional picture frame style design, and this was different. Let's break it down. What we have here is a laser cut and engraved piece of walnut wood with what looks to be a brass clipboard clip attached to the top and a really interesting stand system. I think these are brass wall fittings, but I could be wrong there. It's designed to hold a standard 4x6 photo and offers the ability to engrave a custom message on the back. There's an upcharge of $18 to engrave a typed message and $22 to engrave your own handwritten message. If you aren't familiar with how that's done, the maker will vectorize a photo or a scan of the handwritten message. Let me show you how that's done. I don't have any handwritten notes lying around, so I went on eBay and bought this vintage letter from 1927, and please don't ask me how much I paid for this. I scan it in using a generic Epson scanner at 300 dpi. I take the resulting bitmap file and run it through vectorizer.ai to get a vectorized version. From there, I download the SVG file and open it in Illustrator to edit further. This handwritten message is a little messy, probably because it's almost 100 years old, so if you have something like this, you might want to clean up some of the noise first before engraving. Let's check out the results. Looks pretty good. You can see how adding such a personal touch to your products could make the difference between you getting the sale versus a competitor that doesn't offer a service like this. The second product is essentially a carbon copy of the previous product, just marketed slightly differently. Instead of targeting the customers looking for a memorial product, they're targeting customers looking for a memories product. In this case, wedding anniversary or engagement. I love products like this because once you develop the template one time, you can apply it to many different scenarios. So, what if you wanted to make something like this? Similar to the first products we talked about today, these are also rather simple and could be done on a diode like the Xtool D1 Pro or an entry-level CO2 laser. The only big consideration is how you deal with the additional hardware. You need to make sure you can buy whatever metal clips, stand feet, etc. that you need at a reasonable price. The last product we're looking at today might be the simplest of all, and that is laser cut plant stands. To break these down, we're going to look at two listings from the same Etsy shop. First, this mid-century modern vase stand. It's currently selling for $30 and has received many positive reviews from happy customers. Checking out this shop's all-time bestsellers chart, you can see this product is number 2 on the list. This looks to be made from 2 pieces of 1/4-inch birch plywood that are stained before assembly. To lock these pieces together, there is a notch system in the middle which creates the structure. Now, what I think this shop does correctly is include the beaker and cork with the stand as a complete product, instead of just selling the stand by itself. I don't think this product would get a fraction of the sales it does if it were just sold as a little stand on its own. Similar to the photo frame product we just talked about that incorporates the metal clip and fittings into the final form, this product also requires some extra parts that you need to source via wholesale. But this is also how you get your product to stand out from the crowd, combining the parts that you're engraving and cutting with other parts that you don't necessarily have the capacity to make yourself. Next product, same shop, same vibe, but no external parts. We're looking at the mid-century modern potted plant stand. This one is currently selling for $32, and as you can see in the photos, this stand is made from 3 laser cut pieces of wood that fit together with a notch system, similar to the previous product. However, this wood is much thicker, looks like 3/8 or 1/2 inch. You can see a close-up of what the notches look like in the photo here. Really cool product. Let's check out the title keywords to talk a little bit about how they're marketing this item. First keyword phrase you see is mid-century modern 6-inch potted plant stand. I want to touch on this and the importance of long tail keywords. The standard tendency would be to just write something like plant stand. However, the more descriptive you are, the more opportunities you have to get the attention of a particular niche shopper. Using a long tail keyword like that allows you to be shown in search results for plant stand, a more focused 6-inch potted plant stand, as well as an even more focused mid-century modern potted plant stand. A customer might also be searching for mid-century modern, not even particularly looking for a plant stand, and come across this product because of those keywords. Also remember that Etsy products show up in results on Google searches and in Google Shopping. You can see they also threw kitchen stand for baked goods in there to potentially target a completely different use for this product. If I were going to do that, I would probably do a separate listing, or at least include one photo of the stand holding some baked goods. So let's say you want to make something like this. As far as lasers go, you could probably make these on a diode. However, this is much more suited for a mid-range CO2 laser, especially if you're going to be cutting a lot of that thicker plywood like we saw in the plant stand. You want nice clean cuts on a product that's going to be displayed in someone's home like that. So it's best to have a higher power machine and do it right. Marketing a product like this, Etsy seems like the ideal online location. It's very much in line with their main customer base. Outside of Etsy, I might try approaching local plant shops or garden centers. Actually, during the process of writing this video, my wife and I visited a small retail shop in a little town about 20 minutes away from our house. And one of the first products I saw was this little air plant stand that's made almost the exact same way as the products we just looked at, just smaller. Somebody is cutting and selling those little stands to that shop. Why not you? A little off topic, but they also had a really nice laser cut shop sign hanging in the front, and I had to snap a quick picture. All right, that will conclude our list for today's video, and I will end it with an important point that I like to emphasize in all of these Etsy research videos. I'm not telling anyone to go out and directly copy any of these products. However, there is nothing wrong with using products like this as inspiration. All of them are iterations on popular categories that are proven to sell. Just take something that people already want to buy and put your own spin on it. That's how you make sales. Thanks for watching.